Go for it.
Hi, I'm Jason Strkovic, and today I will be presenting a speech that I did at the National Speech and Debate Tournament in Indianapolis. Today, I will address something that we don't generally talk about, student to student or parent to student. No. I'm sorry, it's not the reason why you butter your toast butter side up rather than butter side down, or the reason why you still sleep with that Tickle Me Elmo so closely at night. But instead, it's something that you're doing at this exact moment. You're living life. No way, right? But how? How can we live our life to the fullest and have a smile on our face? Well, today, I will answer this question by having 3 key components to live life to the fullest, to find your pursuit of happiness. Laughter, being kind, and this idea of carpe diem, seizing the opportunity that is presented in front of you. And with these 3 key things, you will be able to unlock your own door to find your own pursuit of happiness. Laughter is the best medicine. Let's be honest. It's one of the most powerful tools in human history. Laughter can bring people closer together after hard times. Now, laughter isn't just LOL on a text message or a meme off the internet. No. It means memories. Private jokes thrive on laughing so hard because your best friend's dog is wearing a sombrero. Laughter is something that we always need in our lives. It's something that keeps us going in our day-to-day process. It shuts everything out, and it's a reliever, a huge stress reliever. Because when you're with people, you laugh, and you have a great time. However, there are some people who can't move aside their own miserable lives, and this is what we like to call depression. According to DepressionHelpSpot.com, by the year 2020, depression will be the 2nd most common health problem in the world. Now, why is this? Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to tell you, but the 21st century sucks. It really does. We live in harsh economic times, and we've been in a war for the past 10 years just so we can see if Al-Qaeda had weapons of mass destruction. People have the right to be depressed during these times, but this is the reason why we need laughter more than ever. We need individuals to forget about the bad times that are happening in our society, and we need people to come closer together to create pure happiness. It seems like nowadays, politeness is deader than illness. The golden rule has been plastered into our minds for our entire lives, yet do we really use it? I mean, when was the last time someone opened a door for you? When you see a person struggling at something, do you help them out? Or do you laugh at them because of your own insecurities of accomplishing the exact same task? Our society has become so self-centered due to the idea that if I help someone, what do I get out of it? Well, I'll tell you what it makes. It creates pure happiness. Happiness that only comes from people who think that maybe there are some polite people in this world. Jesse Jackson once said, "A man must be willing to die. Death is an escapable reality, but men die daily, but good deeds live on forever." Republican Senator Robert LaFontaine of Wisconsin launched a filibuster in 1917. I had an issue on whether the Senate would pass a House-approved legislation that would bring troops out of Europe during World War I. And he launched a filibuster. Now, if you don't know what a filibuster is, it is a long, dragged-out dialogue that keeps the Senate from voting. So this person talked, and he talked, and he talked, and he talked, but about what exactly? He talked about bringing millions of people home. After 17 hours, the bill was finally approved. And later, he died. Just 5 hours after he made that speech, he passed away. He wasn't doing it for himself. He was helping others. He was helping the millions, men and women, who were just living in despair. If a person can sacrifice their own lives, then I'm pretty sure someday in our lives that we can open a door for somebody. And maybe we can be kind to other individuals. Because if we do, we can give light and happiness to other people. Maybe we can make them think that maybe our world isn't so bad after all. Now, when I was brought into this world, my parents said that you can do whatever you want. Only if you put your heart and mind to it, you can achieve anything. But can you? No, you can't. And it's all because of trying to belong has been plastered into our minds ever since we've been growing up. This world has left us in a world of want, but not in a world of need. I mean, do we really need that next iPhone or that next video game? No. The people who are actually in need are the ones who are in Africa starving themselves to death because they can't afford food. Our quest for belonging and perfection has stopped us from what life is really about. But what is life about? Happiness. According to Time magazine, if you live to become 75 years old, you will be sleeping for 33 years of those. You'll be watching TV for 13. You'll be working for 22 and a half years, eating and going to school for combined 18 years. Adding the rest of the things together, such as going to work, going to the bathroom, and even just sitting around doing nothing, it leaves you with about 7 years of your life. 7 years. Do you want to know what I was doing in the first 7 years of my life? Hell, I didn't even know where babies come from. 7 years is not a long time, and we should treat it as such. I feel like if we seize the opportunity that is presented in front of us, we can achieve anything. Joan Baez once said that you don't get to choose how you're going to die, or when. You can only decide how you're going to live, now. Now let's use these 7 years to make a name of yourself, to seize the opportunities, to seize the day. So take advantage of the opportunities that are presented, and seize the day, because that is what makes you truly happy. Now what happens if you don't do this? Well, you won't be living in a world of happiness. You'll be living in a world full of despair, wishing that you could have done it, but you didn't. And that shouldn't be something that every person should live with. Now with these 3 rules, we should live by. We should all be able to live long and happy lives. These 3 rules are represented by the following. Laughing, being kind, and this idea of carpe diem, seizing the opportunity as presented in front of you. Now with these following rules, we can make a life that we will be truly proud of, to make a change in our society. So, you can go out there and create the next greatest symphony, or find the cure for cancer, because the world is your burrito, and by God, you gotta eat it up, because it won't be there for long. And so when you're sitting there, eating your toast butter side down rather than butter side up, and holding your Tickle Me Elmo so closely and so tightly, I want you to take a step back and think. Think that maybe I could do something better with my own life. And heck, maybe you can create a lasting memory throughout the sands of time. Thank you.